Hello and welcome. Reporting live from the I Get It Tech Class channel. It's Tracy Patterson. Why am I talking this way? Because we're going to talk about news. Letters. News letters. Get it? News. Newscasting letters. Yeah. I'm working with a nonprofit that needs to get out a newsletter once a month. And this is a really good idea. Any organization, private, not for profit, nonprofit, needs to build brand. And for nonprofits, I think I would have an argument that it's even more important uh, with the brand, so people know what they're giving to, so people feel compelled to make the choice to donate, to give time and or money for essentially feeling good about what they're doing. It's not like exchanging money for a product, it's exchanging money for the knowledge that you're doing good, for that feeling. So, anyway, building brand. Newsletter. I've been on them, and they've really been wanting to do this to get this newsletter out. But one of the arguments that challenges that I have with the director is just, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to get started. I'm like, well, just talk about what's going on. Yeah, but I have to type it up, or yeah, I've got to sit down and think about it. So I came up with a way, a really short way, to get him started on capturing his creativity. Something that I want to share. Now, there are more efficient ways of doing a newsletter. There are better workflows, and there are a lot of great tools available to make it very easy for you to capture an idea and um, massage it, edit it, have it go out through an email system. But when you're just getting started, that all of that's overwhelming. So let's talk about right now a very quick use of tools that you already know about to just start capturing that creativity. Get it started. With a newsletter, starts with articles, whatever you're going to talk about. Then you'll move those into a framework, some type of template for a newsletter. Add some pictures, then you email that off. You probably will print some too, but we'll talk. Let's just go stick with digital. Right now, let's just talk about that first step, getting those thoughts out of your head and into a format that would be good for a newsletter. Let's look at a couple of tools. The first thing I would recommend is just, like I said, get the words out of your head. And we can use that I would suggest using a tool that takes your voice and puts it down into words, voice to type. Uh, you could do this through a lot of different surfaces. I'm just going to look at two that you probably are familiar with. So, Google Workplace or Google Drive, Google Workplace, using Google Docs. I am in my Google Drive and I'm going to start a new document. Click New, Google Docs. To use the voice capture, you're going to go to Tools on the menu and go to Voice Typing. And then just start. And after we do that, we're going to massage it a little bit. So I'm going to make up for this an open house. I'm going to click the microphone button here for click to speak. Here, let me make sure this is nice and big so you can see it. There we go. Click to speak. This is something that I want you to notice because this is absolutely something that has come up several times. When you use a website or a web service that wants to use your camera or your microphone, especially, well, yeah, most of the browsers should do it. Chrome is definitely going to ask, hey, can we use your microphone? Tell it yes. We're going to say allow. We'll say allow this time. Allow while visiting the site would make it so I never have to look at this pop up again. But just for right now, I'm going to click allow this time. So Google Docs can use my microphone. President's message. New line. Thank you, volunteers, comma, donors, comma, and everyone who attended our open house last week, period. We had a great time, period. Many of you are from the community and you understand the importance of the work we do, period. We had great barbecue, comma, and entertainment from a local musician, comma, and a fun bouncy house for the kids, period. We were so happy to showcase what our organization does in the videos that we showed and the live demonstration of our nutrition class, period. What else? We welcomed our new jobs counselors, Mary and Ann, period. We are grateful for the visiting nurses who give support, period. We look forward to seeing you in the community, period. Yeah, I'm just spitballing. And we thank you for your support and will continue to do good work, period. Okay, so that was kind of rambly, and that's okay. I'm just getting the ideas out. Might not even be done, but we got started. And it was easy. Don't have to type, not sitting down thinking about an outline, and just using a tool that's making it very easy, voice to type. Oh, if you use Microsoft products, especially Microsoft 365, it's got the same tool in there. If you use an older version of Word, however, it will do dictation, but you might have to set something up. So you need to Google that. So if you're using Word for some reason, well, actually, no shame. If you're using Word 2016 or 2019, I think has it automatically, or an older version, if you don't see a button on the home panel, right when you open it up on the home tab for dictation, then you're going to need to Google what you need to do to allow Word to use your microphone. But saying that, the newer versions, it's right there. Here, let me sign in real quick. I'm gonna turn this off for 1 second so I can sign in. And besides Microsoft's and um, Google. There are other tools that do text, voice to text. Of course, Microsoft is giving me a hard time about signing in. Microsoft has so many safety features, so many applications and services do, and that's another topic that we will talk about. But here we are logged in there to using Microsoft 365 on the web, which is free. Or you might have it installed on your computer. But either way, here, blank document. It is coming up. And right here, right at the top, dictate. Notice a couple of things that I did with dictate also, just to make it punctuation. You can tell it. Here we go. I'll allow this time. I restart. Let me press. There we go. You can tell it when you want a period. Period. You can tell it when you want a comma. Comma. I didn't do it. Comma. And you can tell it when you want to start a new line by using the words new line. New line. So, just a quick tool for getting started, getting your thoughts down when you haven't started at all. Now, going back to the whole ramble that I just did for Google in Google Docs. It was rambling and it was out of order. But again, I cannot stress enough, but I got a lot of the ideas out that I did want to express. So what I'm going to do is going to take this and just put this in AI service. Technically a large language model, but we're going to put it in an AI service and let that polish it up a little bit. I am going to select, I use my mouse to select the entire paragraph that I just created. I'm going to copy it. Lots of ways to copy it. Control C on the keyboard. Even here, I'll just use the menu, edit, copy. So that's it's in the buffer. It's the computer is holding that for us. And I'm going to use Gemini. Here, let me start over. In a new tab, I am going to click in the address bar and type the word Gemini. Gemini is an AI service that Google provides. You can use a different one. Just for the example here, I'm going to use that. It's giving me a list of links for Gemini. I'm going to click the top one for Gemini. You see here in the address bar it says gemini.google.com. And before I paste in that rambling section that I did, I am going to tell Gemini what I want it to do. Let's see. And yes, I do like to say please sometimes. Please edit the paragraph that I am going to paste here. That's not enough. I mean, it will do it, but I do want to give it a little bit of direction. You want to tell it. I find it at a minimum. It's very good when you're using these things: ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, whichever AI service you want to use, to give it some context around what you want to have done. There are sophisticated ways to do this. A very easy way to remember for those of us who have taken journalism and news in school, 5 W's and a H: who, what, when, why, where, how. If you can kind of think of some answers to those: who, what, when, why, where, how, when you're putting a prompt in one of these engines, you can get better answers. So I'm telling it to edit this paragraph. I'm going to paste here. What is it? Uh, it is for a newsletter article. For whom? That donors and the community read. When? That's not necessary here. Where? Not necessary. We told it where in the newsletter. Why? I am trying to trying it. Misspellings actually. It handles pretty well. I'm trying to show that that our organization is active. When, where, what, why, how. That's enough. That's a little better. That prompt, it gives a little more direction of it for Gemini to give me back something that I'm going to find useful. Now, I like to do this before I paste it in, and I can just paste it in, but I like to put a blank line in. And to put a blank line in these models, you're going to hold down the shift key on the keyboard and then hit enter. And that starts a new line. Otherwise, if you just hit enter, it's just going to go. The prompt, the AI service, the AI model is going to just, the AI service is just going to take your prompt and start running with it. But I don't want it to use the prompt just yet because I need to paste in the paragraph that I wanted to edit. So to paste that, I'm going to use my keyboard, Control V, holding down the Control, tapping the V. That will paste the thing that I have copied previously. All right, so I've loaded up my prompt. Now I am just going to hit enter and see what we get. Look at this. So I gave it just enough information for it to know I didn't give it enough information because it's giving me options, which is still good, really good. So I've got a nice option. This is so much better than what I wrote. A heartfelt thank you to our dedicated volunteers, generous donors, and everyone who joined us for our engaging open house last week. That is so much better than just the vague thoughts that I had. It was a pleasure connecting with many community members. The event was a vibrant success. This is a good paragraph. And I have a concise paragraph, and I have one more emphasis on activity. I'm going to be right back. It was crazy for me to start without my water bottle. I don't know how I did that. I've got another option with more emphasis on activity. I've got another option that's more personal and engaging. I can select which one that I want to use. So what I would do, or what I'm showing my executive director to do, you have one that you like, select it. Again, you're going to drag your mouse over that selection, right click over the selection, select copy, and you know what? We're just going to pop that bad boy in an email to the newsletter editor. How easy is this? Here, we're going to compose. And we're just going to say, I'm gonna make it a newsletter editor. Please, wait, I say for April edition. And there we go. We got the first story in there. How long did that take? How long have we been on? We've been on about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes because I did a lot of explaining. But we just cranked out a story for the newsletter using these tools. Everything is not AI, but AI definitely, I almost want to say it's everything, but it's not. But it is such a useful tool. But we didn't use just AI. We're also using automation. We're using voice to text. So using some of these tools are going to make life so much, your business life, so much easier, so much more convenient. And what I just did here for a newsletter, we could do that for LinkedIn. Let's say you want to do a LinkedIn post, or you need to create thank you letters, or you are coming up with an introduction for a video that you're going to shoot. This little 1-2 punch can get you started. So you don't have to wait for perfection, but you don't have to turn in slop. That is our talk for this week. I hope I've given you something you can use. Got questions, got comments, got suggestions, other ideas? Leave them down in the comments for me. I read all of them. Love it. Take care until next week. Happy computing. Stay brave.